All right, so today we're doing a metal cloak, undercloak, skid plate system on a JLU with the eTorque. And if you look, I've kind of already started. I got the transmission skid and the motor skid partially on. And these little hangers here are kind of a pain in the wiener. So it tells you to pull the fender well off and then to access it, but the two bolts are right here behind the shock tower. Okay. And I mean, I don't know about you, but my hand is a little bit bigger than that, and a little bit bigger than that, and a wrench and socket is definitely bigger than both of those things. So what I figured is it'd probably be easiest to access this from the top, and it's gonna be hard to see. I'm gonna have to pull the battery, which is easy to do, obviously, but they're straight down there. So those two motor mounts are right down there. I don't know if you can see them on the driver's side. It's those two bolts right there. Okay, so that's going to be real easy to pop out from up top, but doing it down at the bottom, behind the shock tower, that's not going to be an easy thing to do. Okay, so I've got the new bolts on the driver's side started. Never took the wheel well out. But, like I say, just back them out from the top, let them fall on the ground, go up underneath, start the new bolts, and then zip them down. Terrible news, when I pulled the battery, I accidentally disconnected my rock lights. You know what I'm saying? Like I broke the wire. Dude, everybody knows the most important part about a Jeep is cool lights. That's really sad stuff. Sad day. I'm gonna have to take an extra 5 seconds and fix that, and nobody wants to do that. Also, I thought, and I told my girlfriend that this was a 3-beer project, and I'm on beer number 3 now, and I haven't even started on the gas tank skid. So, this is quickly becoming a 5-beer project. I'm just saying, you look at it, you think, oh, 3 beers. No, definitely a 5-beer. This is a 5-beer type situation over here. Well, you can see it's 2 bolts with this dowel rod, unlike all the other videos where they have just a single bolt holding it up to the motor mount. And I'm pretty sure that is on all the other ones. I have no idea where they're mounting it, actually, I gotta be honest. Because watching all the other videos, it didn't make any sense. But yeah, you can see, pretty easy to do. Just go from the top, don't go from the wheel well, because it's a hand cutter, and well, I got tiny hands too. I don't know how they expect anybody to do that, but yeah. So you just pop these bad daddies on there, zip them down, and then tighten up the bottom leg of the mount to the skid, and yeah, that's the motor skid. And then we gotta work on that battery tray back there. Okay, for the battery skid on the eTorque, there you can see that's the motor skid. So it looks like they just tapped in 2 holes on that. So you can mount that up, and then just bring it along. There's 1 hanger here and 2 hangers in the back like that, and I just put these on stiff enough that they would stay straight up, but loose enough that I can move them. Back those 2 bolts out, hang the back up, put those 2 bolts in, and then put this hanger on right here. I'm not 100% certain if the stock battery skid was supposed to come out, but if you take all 3 of those bolts out at the same time, it will. So I just left it in there. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's hurting anything. And they're just bolted on, they're not welded on. And basically what I did is I just put everything on super loose and then tightened it down, kind of went around it, tighten it down until I got to this one. And then, I'm sorry, this guy. And I just cranked the dog crap out of that and filled that gap up. You can see it's bent a little, but it works with it. I mean, on both sides, it's fine, And that bolt up there, don't just throw them in the trash. You're gonna need to save one of them so you can put it back in there if you got rock sliders. A big pain in the ass on the passenger side. On the driver's side, super easy. You just come from the top. Oh, you probably even see the hood from right here. Yeah, you can. Well, that's the hood. But I mean, you just come in straight from the top, back these 2 guys out from the top, and they just fall on the floor and you back them out. And then you put the new bolts down, come underneath, you know, real easy to work around in here, come underneath, set the nuts. But on this side, it is not nearly as easy to work. I mean, that's, you know, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but that's kind of a stretch, and there's a whole bunch of stuff up there. You know, you get the idler pulleys, shock tower. This looks like some, what is that? Oh, it's a power steering pump, yeah. So I mean, everything's just perfectly in the way for getting at those bolts. But I took the battery out and set them in, so it was the easiest way I could figure to do it. Even though they said to take the wheel well out, or the liners out and do it. I took them out, but it was still a huge pain in the ass, so I just went down through where the battery is. Other than that, it's super easy. I mean, it's heavy. You know, if you're not a big dude, I probably wouldn't do this on my own. But you know, and by big dude, I mean fat. I don't mean strong. Like, you know, my gut just held, you know what I'm saying? Just give it a little gut flex and held it up there. So it's on there. It's on there good. You know, I haven't taken it off road yet, so we're gonna give that a whirl probably tomorrow. See how this turns out. I have an Extreme Recon, so I got the 35s on it, but it still wasn't enough room. So I do suggest getting yourself a set of jack stands, something like this. I have mine up about this tall, gave me about 4 more inches to work underneath the Jeep comfortably, which is good, you know. You know, I definitely suggest cleaning your garage before you do it. Because, yeah, this is a wreck in here, you know. Wow. Yeah, clean your garages. It's, you know, I should do it too, but, you know, I'd rather make a video shaming you guys than shame myself, you know.